Today, the Hall serves host to our annual Hall of Fame induction ceremonies as we honor one of our greatest players. Kevin Faulk was never the biggest nor the fastest on the gridiron. But here in New England, fans don't measure sports heroes by their height. They're measured by their heart. We love overachievers. We love unselfish players who give everything they've got on every play. We especially love the little guys who always seem to come up big. And for 13 years, when we needed to convert a third down to keep a drive alive, no one came up bigger than Kevin Faulk. We drafted Kevin in 1999 out of LSU, where he remains the school's all-time record holder for all-purpose yards, rushing yards, and touchdowns. He finished his career ranked second in SEC history with more than 4,500 yards rushing and 46 touchdowns. Only Herschel Walker had rushed for more yards at that time. That's coming from a conference that produced legendary running backs like Bo Jackson and Emmitt Smith. And for all of the great moments Kevin has had on the field, some of my favorite moments were of him and his family off the field. Kevin regularly volunteered for community service as a rookie and continued to do so throughout his career. As his children grew older, he brought them with him, and I still have images in my mind of Tanasha and little Kevin carrying turkey baskets at our annual Morgan Memorial giveaway. And I think the baskets were bigger than little Kevin at the time. On the field, Coach Belichick has always valued versatility among his players. And for more than a decade, Kevin was our Swiss Army knife. His cuts, whether on an inside run or a pass in the flat, often sliced through defenses and left would-be tacklers grasping for air. He was a dangerous returner, setting franchise records for kickoff return yards and combined return yards. He was as adept at receiving as he was at rushing. Over the years, Kevin became one of Tom Brady's most reliable receivers. He set a Patriots running back record with 431 career receptions. But for as many passes as he has caught from Brady, one of my most memorable Kevin Faulk moments was actually his pass to Tom Brady. It was on 3rd and 1 against the Dolphins in 2001. It was Kevin's first career pass. He delivered, and Tom turned it up the field for a 23-yard gain. It was the longest reception of Brady's career until the 35-yard reception he had last season. And the play extended the Patriots' scoring drive, which proved to be the difference in the 7-point victory. But another signature play that we all love seeing was when Kevin would take a direct snap while Brady jumped up in the air, acting like the snap had sailed over his head. The two played it perfectly on a 2-point conversion in the fourth quarter of Super Bowl 38 to help secure the victory over the Panthers. Like I said before, Kevin was always a player whose actions spoke louder than his words. And that was evident again this past April on day 2 of the NFL Draft. He was asked by the NFL to announce the name of our 3rd-round pick, but he couldn't pass up the opportunity to show his support for a former teammate. Kevin Faulk retired in 2012 as the longest tenured running back in franchise history. In his 13 seasons with the Patriots, we had a winning record 11 times, claimed 9 division titles, played in 6 AFC championship games, and appeared in 5 Super Bowls. Patriots fans, it's my honor to present our #1 fan from Louisiana, the 25th member of the New England Patriots Hall of Fame, 3-time Super Bowl champion, Kevin Faulk.
Wow. The whole time back there, I was just saying to myself, waiting on this moment, waiting on this moment. First and foremost, I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Without them, there would be no Kevin Faulk. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be doing the things that I actually do. I've done these Hall of Fame things a couple of times in my career, and what I've come to find out is, all it is just thanking the people that helped you along the way to get you where you are, to get you where you want to be as a person, as an individual, as an athlete. First, I'd like to thank Bobby Greer and Pete Carroll. For taking a chance on a 5'8" running back and actually giving him the pill to let everybody know that, like Mr. Karpf said, little guys can do it. I'd like to thank Mr. Karpf for just being who he is as an owner for this team, for this organization. There are different owners in the NFL that you see around, and we know who they are, we don't have to name them, but that actually tries to run their football team. Mr. Karpf, he's totally different than that. He lets Bill do his thing, and he does his part as far as running the organization. Thank you, Mr. Karpf, and your wife for showing me and my family how to understand that giving back is the way to go. Every Tuesday, there was always something for us that we had as a football team. That was our day off. But it really wasn't our day off. Because we all had in our hearts to go do charity work, help out, give a little to something for a better cause. And through Mr. Karpf and Foundation and everything, that was instilled in us. And I know it's still instilled in a lot of these guys that's sitting down right now in their hometowns and where they are right now. There are so many people I need to thank for every bit of success I've had in my life, on the football field and off the football field. Yes, God did bless me with the ability to play football and do a lot of different things with the football. But it took a whole lot of work for the Kevin Faulk you see right now standing up right here, compared to the one that was just a young Kevin Faulk, made about 15, 16 years ago. And that's because of a lot of different things that came and gone in my life, and a lot of different people that has come and gone in my life. And I mean former players, players that I didn't play with, the alumni, a lot of guys that I built a relationship with over here doing charitable stuff, like I said. Man, thank you. Like Mr. Karpf said, I didn't say much, but I always observed. I always watched. That's why the most important thing is to thank all my former teammates for the chance to get to know you as a person, because it's helping me out right now in my life after football. A lot of different situations that you went through, I observed it. I watched it. See how you handle it. And now I'm going through the same thing with kids that I coach right now. And some of the situations that you went through, some of these kids going through. And I'm able to tell them what they need to do or how they need to do to make it right because of you guys, because of how you handle situations. So thank you. First guy I'd like to thank is Troy Brown. Troy couldn't make it today. Troy called me. Troy wrote me a letter. That letter that Troy wrote me really touched me. He was a guy that I idolized as a rookie. Troy never said much. Troy just did his thing, and he did it gracefully. Always watched him, always understood a lot of things of why he did it, and I always tried to emulate what Troy Brown did as a running back. Next guy I want to thank is Tom Brady. Because without him, those 400 and whatever reception, I don't even know what it is, but those 400 receptions would not be possible. Without his trust in me, understand that I understood what he understood. That was my biggest gift to this football team. That was knowing what Tom Brady knew. That's why when the situation came, the most pressure situation came, I was successful because I knew what Tom Brady knew. Ty Law. Wow. One of the greatest cornerbacks that ever played the game. The things you did on the football field, my man, I ain't seen nobody else. A cornerback is a person that is put on an island at all times. He's a guy that most people want to pick on. There is one quarterback besides Tom Brady that I really look up to, and that's Peyton Manning. He's one of the best to ever do it. Hey, I'm sorry, he's from Louisiana. I got to give him his. Brewski. Everybody say, how did you become such a prolific pass blocker? You got to block that guy every day in practice? Man, he probably was one of the best rushers, linebacker rushing, that I've ever had to face, and that was in practice. So that's why I made it so easy in the game, bro. Thank you. Chris Slade, Drew Bledsoe, showing me how to be a professional, how to really be a professional, understand what your job is. Thank y'all guys. Willie Mack, Big Willie. Thank you, bro, for being a big brother. Willie wasn't a big talker. Willie showed it by his actions. But when he did talk, you listened. You listened. Thank you, Willie. Sean Jefferson, Ted Johnson, some more guys that showed me how to be a professional. Daniel Graham, one of my best of friends. Thank you. Now I'm coming down to a few of my hard knocks right now, my running backs. My first year here, the New England Patriots brought in a veteran running back to help me, to guide me. I still thank him to today, Terry Allen. Antoine Smith, big back. P-Pass, Joe Red, J.R. Redmond. Those are some of my best of friends. Thank y'all, guys. The Bull, Corey, Dylan. A little small version of the bull, Sammy Morris. Ben Jarvis Green Ellis, the younger guy. B-Ham, down south, bro, down south. That's all I can say. It's like fam. Dion Branch. Lawrence Maroney. Wes Welker. Now I'm getting down to some of my big guys. I'm the guy on the team that hung out with the offensive linemen all the time. Matt Light, oh my God. One of the funniest guys you know. Joe Andruzzi. Dan Copen. Max Lane. Rucci. Damon Woody. The list goes on and on. Lonnie Paxton. L. Peasy. Now these next few guys I'm about to name are the guys throughout my career that helped me spiritually. Because in this league, you can't go without having the spiritual help. Ben Watson. Heath Evans. Don Davis. Matthew Slater. And last but definitely not least, and if I'm forgetting anyone, y'all, I'm sorry. Big Wiggy, I'm sorry, yes. Jermaine Wiggins, East Boston. Harold Shaw. My bad, guys. Last but definitely not least, two of my homies, two guys that I really built a relationship over the last few years. One of them was a big part of this, Big Vince Wilfork. His family and my family, you know, we do a lot together, and how we came about it's just amazing how we click together. Last person. He has his own opinions sometimes. He does his own thing sometimes. I can definitely tell you something. He is a man of his word, and he does respect all. Randy Moss. Gotta take a few of my coaches now. My middle school coach, Billy McCauley. This guy was about 5'4", but his heart was about 6'18" or something. He was a disciplinarian. He showed me and taught everyone how to be the right guy, how to be a yes sir, no sir guy, how to be that person. He taught us all that. My high school coach, Mac Barus, he was a player's coach. He really attached to his players. He really took care of his players. That helped a whole lot. My college coach, Jerry DiNardo. One thing I say, he was an Italian, so y'all know how Italians are, guys. Another disciplinarian, straightforward, to the point, let you know. My first year here, Pete Carroll. He was another player's coach, real player's coach. Some assistants, my running back coach, Coach Mike Hayward at LSU. Charlie Weiss, offensive coordinator. Dante Scarnecchia. Most definitely. If it wasn't for Dante, y'all, I wouldn't be here after year number 2. Dante stayed with me each and every day after practice, working on blitz pickup. And one thing I realized with blitz pickup is, all you gotta do is hit them one time and just grab their jersey and hold them real well. So I know what he taught y'all, Copen. Ivan Fears, my running back coach for a very long time. Kind of like my father away from home. When I needed somebody to talk to, he really talked to me. Billy O, former offensive coordinator. Josh McDaniels. Pepper Johnson. MP Matt Patricia. And this guy right here, I still don't think we know what his job title is. Ernie. But I tell you what about Ernie though. You didn't know what his job title was, but you was nervous when he walked around. And last but not least, definitely one of the greatest coaches that could ever coach the game of football, Bill Belichick. There are things and people that say that, wow, this guy is different. Yeah, he is different. He don't want nothing else but football. He don't want to answer no media questions. He don't want to ask if Tom Brady gonna be the starter when he comes back. No, he don't want to answer none of that. He just wants you to play football. One thing about him, I respect him a whole lot. When I was a youngster on the team, they drafted Patrick Pass, J.R. Redmond. When Bill first got here, I wasn't from Bill's regime. I was from Pete Carroll. So we all know, if you're not with that coach that comes in, you may not be there. That's just reality. I earned my way there. Like I did in everything else in life, I earned it. But what I was getting at, Coach Belichick did not have to call me right before the draft to tell me that he was drafting J.R. Redmond, that he was drafting Patrick Pass. He didn't have to call me to do that. He called me when we traded for Antoine Smith, when we traded for Corey Dillon, to tell me we was taking those guys. He didn't have to do that. Did not at all. But he did. That's a little sign of respect. Like my mom always said, if you give respect, it will come back to you 10 times. I want to thank my family. Whenever you see me, I'm going to be with somebody in my family. Thank you for supporting everything. Everything I had since I was young, even when things didn't go right, even when it wasn't right. From my mom, who passed away in '04, to my dad, sisters, my brothers in arms, my click-type brothers, Ed, Cisco, Ricky, Chachi, Josh. Thank y'all guys. My kids, thank y'all for understanding. Daddy couldn't make it to every event. Daddy couldn't be at that football game that you had, Pop. Daddy wanted to be there, but he couldn't because he was trying to make a better way for us. Thank y'all for putting up with the aggravating days coming back from work. When you come home, they always say, don't bring work home. Kind of hard. Kind of hard when that's all you do is eat and sleep football, not to bring it home. Now, I'd like to thank probably my best friend in this world, the most important person in my life. We've been together for 26 years, since the 7th grade. Ever since Friday, since I got here, I've been hearing people talk about Kevin Faulk, how much of a great athlete he was and what he meant to the New England Patriots. But the one thing that stood out was he was an even better person. I want to thank my dad, my mom, for raising me that way, for raising me to be the guy that I am, and for just putting me through situations when I was younger to get me through these situations now. Thank y'all. Really do appreciate it. To the fans of New England, thank you for all the countless hours that you spent in this stadium cheering us on. Thank you for all the countless hours standing up for this organization whenever people say that we're not who we are. All those people that say that we're cheaters, just tell them come in our meeting room, come in our practice one day and see what we do. And understand why we are where we are and why we New England Patriots. Thank you, and I love you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have one more guest who we would like to invite up here for just a moment to say a few words about Kevin. Please welcome the head coach of your New England Patriots, Bill Belichick.
It really is an honor to be here today. You know, this is such a great day for Kevin and the Patriots organization. Great to see the other Red Jackets up here. Some really great players. You know, Kevin read off quite a roster of people that he was thanking for all that they did for him. Just like to throw that one back to you, and on behalf of all of us that you named, thank you for what you did for us. And I've had the opportunity to coach a couple thousand players over the course of my career, and you know, Kevin's ability to adapt. You know, he told the story. I got here, he was already here. There was a little bit of a transition. We had other backs along the way, along with Kevin. As great as Kevin was, we had other great players like Antoine Smith, certainly Corey Dillon. 1,600 yards he had, no forward. You know, but Kevin always found a way to do what he could to help the team. And that role changed from year to year, depended on the way the offense was running or through our different coordinators and different style that we had, the other players we had at his position, but he always found a way, running the ball, catching the ball, returning kicks, blitz pickup, and Kevin's ball security, which, improved probably more than any player I've ever coached from when I got here to, what it was a couple of years later. He always found a way to help the team. He did it unselfishly, and all of us that were around him for the time that we spent all learned, admired, and it grew on us. It made being unselfish, being a team player, like Kevin did, Troy, Willie, Teddy, Ty, all the other guys he named, it made it cool, and that's what made a great team for us. They all had that attitude, and Kevin was right at the top. When Kevin came out of LSU, and as we look back today, even some, whatever it is, 16, 17 years later, all the great backs that they had at Louisiana State, the guy at the top of the list is still Kevin Faulk. Now, and that's a lot of great players, and Kevin could run it, he could catch it, and he could return kicks. When he got to New England, he became, as he said, a very, very dependable player in blitz pickup, and he became very good at ball security. And that was a testament to his ability to adapt and improve and work hard to do the things that he needed to do to help the team, and he absolutely did them. And of all the things I could say about Kevin, to me, the one thing that stands out more than anything else is, even though his role changed, and even though he was always there for us, the biggest contributions from Kevin Faulk always came in the biggest games, in the most critical situations. That's when he played his best football. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why he's in the Patriots Hall of Fame. He should be. Thank you very much.
Kevin, there's one more speaker who would like to say something to you.
I tell you, I feel a lot faster in this jersey already. Faster, more elusive, better hands, a lot tougher. Thank you guys. What a wonderful night. This is such a special night for obviously all the players to come back and to honor one of the great ones that I've ever played with, and I played with a lot of great ones, and a lot of them are here tonight. So. Kevin was I know you guys heard a lot of stories about Kevin. Kevin was what a pleasure to spend as many years as I did in the backfield with him. And his commitment to our team was exceptional. You guys saw it and you appreciate it. But when you were standing 2 feet from him and you knew that he had your back on every play, you really knew what was going on. Kevin, it's such a special night. What's not very special about tonight is when the guys that are going to the Hall of Fame are your age. So hopefully that doesn't happen again, RKK. But we can't help it when guys like Kevin, when it's their time, and it was Kevin's time. So thank you guys for supporting him. Thank you guys for supporting us. We got the best fans in the world. Thank you guys. Nah, this is for Kevin. So you guys, enjoy the rest of the night. Kevin, we love you. You're an amazing person. You're an amazing teammate. And as great as a player Kevin was, he was a better friend. There's no doubt. So we love you. Thank you.